Brad, I think it's pretty mysterious. If you look at the top of this draft, you look and see there are three general managers who hold the draft in their hands, all of whom have been on the job for a very short period of time. Joe Douglas with the Jets, he's got the 4th and 10th picks overall. Joe Schoen with the Giants, who just got the job in January. They've got the 5th and the 7th picks overall. And Nick Caserio in Houston, who's been on the job for 15 months and who's got the 3rd and 13th picks overall. There are no quarterbacks that anybody is sure of. And quarterbacks are always the linchpin of any draft, along with the inexperience of these general managers in basically making a book that you can read on them. And so that's why I think this one is so hard to predict.
The quarterbacks, the earliest, and I want to give away your whole mock draft, but the earliest that you have is Kenny Pickett at 20 to the Steelers. Is there going to be a team that jumps up? Is there the surprise this year where,
I think there definitely will be some surprises. As I was calling around the league, it was such a weird feeling. I would say, what do you hear about the quarterbacks? Well, not much. Don't hear anything. It reminds me a little bit of 2005, when the Green Bay Packers never in a million years thought that Aaron Rodgers was going to fall to whatever it was, 25. And there he is just sitting there. What would the Tennessee Titans say if they could get any quarterback they wanted sitting there at 26? I mean, it's easy to say, they've got so much money invested in their current quarterback that you can't cut Ryan Tannehill because of the cap charges. So why would you even be thinking about this? I think that they have thought about it, quite honestly. But I just think there is no clarity at the quarterback position, and that just really hurts trying to forecast the draft.
Yeah, and if I'm Steve Keim and I'm sitting there in the mid-20s, I have a quarterback. Yeah, we have an issue going on right now, but with a lot of offseason to go. I'm trading down if I'm in that spot. I'm going to say, bring it on, guys, because can you find another defensive player? Last 2 years, Peter, they've gone defense with Simmons and Zaven Collins. Kyler needs help at wide receiver. I'd love to see one of these wide receivers fall, but I don't think Olave's going to be there unless he's able to trade up. So, if you're Steve Keim just getting direct on the Cardinals, I think you're open for business.
If you're Steve Keim and you really want one of those receivers, I think even Jahan Dotson, the Penn State kid, who's probably the number 6 guy, I think even with him, you'd have to trade up. I think sometimes, Brad, you have to look at the word weapon in a different way. And that is, if I were the Arizona Cardinals and if I were Kyler Murray, I'd feel better about getting Zion Johnson, probably the best, the most versatile interior lineman in this class. I'd feel better about getting him than I would about getting the 6th or 7th receiver in this draft.
I appreciate your time and your insight on draft week. As always, Peter, stay safe. Thanks.
Okay, thanks a lot, Brad.